So I was on the PowerShell subreddit looking at old posts. This one is from a year ago. Somebody was showing how you can find undocumented parameters in PowerShell commandlets by the real Sandman, and he talks about how he was doing get help and get content and pulling the full, and it didn't show any help content for the weight parameter. And I thought that was interesting, and I wanted to figure out how I could automate looking at all the commandlets on my system and seeing if there was any undocumented parameters in the help files. So I took some code that was being talked about here, and I went straight to PowerShell. And I'm just going to clear this out for now. So what I did was created this little script here, and I'm going to run it again so that I can show you what it outputs. Now I'm a little sad because I updated my help files, and originally there was a number of results being shown in this output here, but since I updated my help files, it appears that the PowerShell team has updated a bunch of the help files themselves, and so now I don't have any different results to show. But there is one interesting artifact of this script, and it looks like the troubleshooting pack help files are not consistent. So when you run get command, the parameters are named, I don't know which one goes to which. One of these is the parameter name in the get command parameters list, and the other one is how it shows up in the get help list. So you guys may want to work on getting that sorted out. But basically what this script is doing, I'm not going to go into all of it because it's commented. You can go check it out on GitHub. But I think the interesting parts of this is where you can sort through the objects and pull out specific information. So what I'm doing is I'm grabbing all of the commandlets, and then I'm doing some logic on each commandlet to pull out specific items using get command and get help. So in this case, I'm grabbing all the parameters for a specific command and putting them into this variable. So let's see what that looks like manually. If I type get command and then I put get content and I put it in parentheses, I can now dig deep into more properties for this object. And one of the properties, we'll go through a bunch of them. I mean, you can get the description. There's, well, that's not there. Display name, that's not there either. Well, let's just go directly to where I was looking. I'm trying to ad-lib there. Parameters. We get all the parameters listed out for this command. And this is not based off of the help file. This is based off of what is provided with the commandlet. So if we want to just get the names, we can say keys. And now I have a list of all the parameters for a specific command. And then I wanted to compare those with the parameters that were being explained in the help file for that command. So then I would use get help, and down here I'm doing something similar. I'm wrapping get help. Let's use get content. And then I'm digging down deeper into the properties of this get help object. So I need to specify parameters, much like I did before. And parameters, and it displays all the parameters for that. So if I want to pull the objects out individually, I need to dig one level deeper, and then I can specify each parameter that is supplied in this get help file for get content individually. So that's the first parameter, that's the second parameter, and in this piece of script over here, I'm piping that collection to for each, and then I'm expanding the name property for that specific item. So that's the delimiter, that's raw. So these are all the properties that are in the get help file for this specific commandlet, and then I'm putting them all into a variable as well. And in these areas here, I'm just clearing out a bunch of the common parameters because I don't want those to display. And now I'm simply just running a compare, and that's what you're seeing when I run this script. Is you're seeing the comparison by using compare object between the get help parameters and the get command parameters. And like I said before, I'm disappointed because there was actually a bunch. I had not updated my help files in quite some time, and I think there was one. Do I still have it up there? I don't have it up there anymore. But it was like is disconnected session, and it was for the invoke command commandlet, and it was not. I believe there was no help associated for that parameter, and there was some other things there as well. I guess you could use this script to see if your help files are all the way up to date, or you could just go ahead and run update help as it is and just make sure that it's up to date. I don't know. I thought it was kind of neat. Maybe you have an older version of PowerShell you can run this on and see how the help files were missing a lot of information. I just kind of wanted to automate it and dig deeper into this post where they're showing that you can see the parameters for specific things and notice that they're missing. This is just pretty much just a little useless script that automates that and does it for every commandlet on your system. Didn't find anything interesting. Kind of disappointed. I guess everything's just so darn well documented in PowerShell. Oh, isn't that frustrating? It's just so easy to find information about all the commandlets and everything. You win some, you lose some. Microsoft, get on this. What's up with this? Why don't you guys just use the same? Come on, seriously. What's the dealio? I don't know. That's it. Thanks for watching.